What is up, everybody? I'm Bongmaster Rob. I want to make sure everyone can hear me out just decently and everything as I'm going live tonight. We're going to start talking about some cool new shit. It's an all new show that I decided to come out with. It's called Release the Quacken. I've decided to go through the sports world and find out different things from people that have done some of the stupidest shit in the sports world, let alone in pop culture. Now, of course, we all know that some of the biggest names in pop culture are deciding to get together. One of the biggest ones that we've all seen, ladies, gentlemen, please don't cry. Please don't cry yet. As you know, that Taylor Swift is off the market. She's off the market. What's up, Patrick? How you doing? Did you see that? Did you see where Travis Kelsey and what's her face decided to get engaged? So they're completely off the market now. So it's going to wreck a lot of people. I get it. I understand. It's a little awful, but we're going to have to just go with it because if you miss now, we have to involve everyone when it comes to sports. There's not just one little thing that can be done. Anytime we go through it, you have to involve either politics, you have to involve other sports, no matter where it's at. As we move on today, we're going to end up giving away an award. It's called the Ask Quack of the Day Award, which this is going to be gone to. Yeah, I mean it is. It's I'm happy for them. I really am. I'm so ecstatic for them. But now we're going to see it. If you like watching football, you're going to see it in every Chiefs game. Every time you go to watch it, it's not going to be about the yardage gain. It's not going to be about who done what. It's not even going to be about how good Travis Kelsey did. It's going to be about look, these guys are married, and it's just it takes away from the game. There's been a lot of people over the years, other sports players, marry famous people, marry politicians, and marry people that are bigger than they are, which right now you can't really get any bigger than her, which I can't blame you. I mean, why would you get bigger than her? She's won everything since American Idol. What's the next thing she's going to do? Land on the fucking moon and put her own little flag up there? Try to top Katy Perry one way or another. But the Ass Crack of the Day award is going to go to one of the most stupidest fucking things I've seen in football in quite a while. You think just because your name is your name, that you're going to fall into the talent angle. And there's no talent there. There's no talent if you don't have the talent. You can't just say, my last name is Herfenerfer, so I know what to do when it comes to breeding cattle. I don't know where that came from, but that's where I threw it out at. For instance, if you're Sanders and your father's your coach at Colorado, of course you probably you should have it rough because the rest of us when we were raised, if your parents had involved anything with you, you were the one that was treated the worst, had the worst come down on you no matter what. If one of your buddies messed up, it's your fault. So you'd have to deal with it in that fashion. But if your dad is that big of a person and you know that everything you do will be on camera, you've got to realize, hey, I can't just fuck around. I've got to make sure that what I'm doing needs to be done in a way that when people see me, they know that it's just not that. But I'm sorry. We got, are you wearing your Bongmaster shirt? Well, if you pop in on SJ's show in a little bit, I'll definitely have to go and take a look at it, man. I'm so glad you guys got everything that you've ordered from me or from the companies I've been involved with, which I do got some more Happy Vibe stuff to show off tonight. I got a whole fucking bottle of the greatest gummies they make. If you need something to focus with when I bring this one out in a few minutes, you'll definitely want to write this name down. And I'm also getting some more gift certificates from them. I probably by next Tuesday, I'll have two more to give away to anybody who's on here. I'll ask a stupid little trivia question and we'll go from there. But you get drafted at a better rate than what your brother was projected to be drafted. When your brother showed his ass, you became a dumbass. How can you go through a draft knowing that you're a great, just fucking all out football player? How? How can you do this? How can you go all out? Get drafted in preseason. That does not at all say you got a job. By no means. You have to work for that job. Who gives a shit who your daddy is? If you don't know how to play, you don't know how to play. So knowing that you've got somebody in your family that's out there playing sports or has played sports, they're going to ride you. People are going to rag on you a lot just to get you to lose your cool. And what happened in the Buccaneers Bills game? Well, Mr. Sanders lost his cool. Not only did he lose his cool, he lost his job. He was cut after getting in a fight because the guy was getting too handsy. You can use your hands on defense. You can use your hands on offense if you can keep them in tight enough. He gets mad and throws a punch. Not only did he get ejected, it's preseason, man. If you miss a pass, if you miss a catch, if you miss a run, if you miss a field goal, they'll cut you. I mean, I'm a diehard Raiders fan, and I've seen some really good players on their team be cut some of the stupidest of shit. It was back the year they went to the Super Bowl. I think they cut three guys, two of them for missing punts in a non conference nor preseason or postseason game. It was a game they had already been like 52 to something in, but they fired him anyway. You just got to understand that when you're out there, you're not out there for yourself anymore. Not with these teams. Why in the world would they want to bring that drama down there? The last big thing they had down there was Tom Brady, and he had a Super Bowl for him. Why would he want to bring you down there to watch you lose your cool because you're upset because this guy hurt my feelings and he touched me with his hands? Welcome to football. Man, it's one of the worst things. So we're going to set this little fella up somewhere. I'm going to put him up here for now. This is where the trophy's going to sit at. Each day or each week, depending on how bad, well, come right out the ass. So I guess he's going to be on the floor. Who the fuck knows? Anyhow, when I decided to do this one about sports, of course, we will leave Mr. Sanders down on the floor for now. He is our ass quack of the day. I got one for a clown of the day, too. The clown of the day is going to be the fans and the followers of the said people, because I'm getting sick and tired of people thinking that, oh, they don't like him because of his dad. They don't like him because of that. And I'm going to use this clown mask. And I'm going to smoke with this one because I think it's deserving. If you're going to be a clown and lose your job over fighting because somebody hurt your feelings, it ain't on nobody but yourself. You're a clown. Sorry. My opinion. All my opinions. Yeah, if you would have seen it fall through the welding hood there, Kim, you would have seen it trail right down through the ass. It's lovely. But yeah, all the fans out there that right now are pushing the Buccaneers fired him because of what his brother did in Cleveland or because the other fans is fucking stupid. You can tell you're not a football fan. If you understood what rules and regulations were and you watched games and you've seen the transition of full blown balls to the wall football to powder puff football that we've got going on right now. Nothing against any women who ever played powder puff football, because half the women I played against could have whipped my ass. Don't come at something if you don't know what you're talking about. I don't know shit. I'm not going to go after it. Yeah, I mansplain a lot, and I'll talk your fucking ear off. Notice, release the quacking. It's one of the main frames of why this show came out. Because I know people don't like to hear me talk. They don't like to listen to what I have to say. Guess what? On this platform, you don't have a choice. As I'm lighting this cigarette, really, Robbie? As I'm lighting this joint, as you know, I don't roll often. I do have quite a few things that are coming out with my personal life that I wanted to get out in the open because I'm going to have delays in when I'm going live, and I'll be places. If I end up doing an extensive overnight stay, I will try to at least go live once from there, but nobody will know it. I'm still going to try to keep into it. I will be trying to do some lives from my living area because back here it is so uncomfortable. I have to have two more joint fusions. One is directly above where the three are at now, and the other one is going to be center of my spine. I have felt this center vertebrae pop out since about February, I think is when it was. And I went to the doctor and tried to get it figured out. And you like hearing me talk? Oh, but why do you like hearing me talk, Patrick? Is it my voice? Is it that? Anyhow, if you guys have followed me before, whenever I had the back surgery before, I didn't have a very good outcome. I spent 3 months in the hospital. And this is one of the most uncomfortable chairs I've ever owned in my life. But I sit in it because it's easy to get around back here in turns and twists and whatnot. Now, I'm not doing this because I'm asking or begging anyone for anything. I have added things to my Amazon wish list. I'm going to keep updating more. It's things that would help me continue my podcasting and streaming live, especially when it comes with the gaming, because I can't sit where I'm at anymore, and I like to stand when I game. There's just no question about my ability between sitting down and standing up. I've recorded it. There's a lot of videos out there that shows, and it's not me actually trying to lose the other way. It's I lose focus. I can really stay with it as long as I'm there. In order for me to do that, I've got to start purchasing things that will make me be able to provide myself in that way. No, Mike, I don't want no bong back. No, you keep that bong. But see, that's the thing is, I mean, I'm the same way. I'm disabled. That's where I'm at. I mean, I won't lose employment. These are just things that will help me progress myself on. I love doing this because once again, I got, bless your heart, Meg. I hope you're watching. Wherever you're at, I hope you're watching. I've been doing this now for a little over 2 years, and then I will light this, of course, because I got sidetracked again. If you guys don't know who this is Mr. McBong the Bear. Back when I first started doing this, a husband and wife group from Scotland actually sent me a message. The gentleman said, "Hey, my wife crochets these things," and sent me a picture. Now, I thought, mind you, it was going to be this big, like to go around a bong set. So I'm like, sure, go right ahead. 2 months later, this huge box, beat all to shit, arrives to me. And there's a little note in there. And it says, "I really hope that my journey was successful. Please make sure and take your first rip with me. Please allow me to go by McBong the Bear." So this is Mr. McBong the Bear. Yes, honey, I still do have it. I'm so glad you went back and found that video from 2.5 years ago when you commented on it just a couple of days ago asking me about it. Been sitting right here, moved a couple times, but always made sure right behind me throughout everything. Because I've gotten a lot of gifts over the years. I've gotten a lot of people who have given me words of encouragement and all that kind of stuff. And I love the shit out of it. When people put their heart in it and send that from that far away, the thought of me being able to reach someone, and Patrick, even you, Kim, I see you're in here too. You guys are in Canada. I mean, I can reach you guys that far away. I can reach people in England, Scotland, Australia, all over this world. But the ones that I really, 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 really want to reach the most, they're being withheld. They're only being shown short snippets of videos or thrown into this abyss of watch how stupid this one man can be. I'm sorry if I embarrass you. I'm doing, and I'm going to cry saying this too. I'm doing what I'm doing right now. Everyone that's watching, and hopefully will watch this soon enough. I'm doing this so you don't have to. I'm a broken man. My mental health has been just stretched from one end to the other. I've been tying that rope at the very top to being at the very end of it. And it's not a fair place to be. I'm a product of the 80s, raised through the 90s. And I'm sorry, actually raised through the 80s and 90s because I was born in the 80s. We lived a different life than everyone lives today. We were not allowed to talk about mental health. We were not allowed to talk about what bothered us. We were not allowed to cry. Okay. It was just not the manly thing to do. Not saying that your parents didn't teach you that, but if you were in a group of guys, you didn't cry. Some hurt your feelings. If you lost a loved one over the weekend and you go to school, you got to bite that fucking lip, man. You got to push forward. It's not because no one cares, it's everyone's got their own problems. Now everyone wants their problems out there on the forefront. So I have fought these problems 44 years. I have fought. Why can I be so indecisive with the things that I do? Why is it that I can never just set my mind to something and just go as hard as I can? And I finally figured out how I could do it. I have over 150 ways that I can completely make costumes and be a different character. What you guys don't see is each one of those characters are a person inside of me. It's one of those people that I would walk up to each one of you guys that are sitting here right now. That's 10, 12 different people that are in here that I don't know personally, but I can sit and have a conversation with them. So I decided to start putting that online. The unicorn videos I put out there are some of the biggest hits because they're the funniest. I've played it on other podcasts and I will play it on this one of a gentleman with his children playing in the background thanking me for dancing in that mask that morning, for smoking in that mask that morning because it got him up out of bed and made him realize, you know what, my day's not that bad. I want to be able to do that to you. I'm speaking to my children right now. I want to be able for you guys to look in my fucking YouTube page one day and say, that's my dad. Because other things that you guys don't know, all my car working videos, all the house working videos, any kind of how to things, I've got lists of people, their comments, their private messages, their voice messages, people thanking me for saying, I didn't learn that when I was younger. I'm a 36-year-old woman. I never thought for a million years I could change my own brake line. I had no idea that 31 pounds of pressure is completely different than 32 pounds of pressure when it comes to the gas mileage in my car. I didn't know where my dipstick was at to check my own oil. I have nothing in this world to offer but these hands and this heart. And like, it's hard to find anybody that wants both. I've got friends that accept me for me and don't want shit. And that of you guys out there now that do that to me, I love you guys for that. I really do. I reach out to those who I see are in need. They don't even have to ask. I see, okay, this is a problem. I see it. I'm going to it. It's like a very good friend of mine told me, you cannot expect yourself out of others. Stop living that way. It's not a deterrent by no means. Don't change the way you are. You just have to come at different things differently from here on out. Case in point, little Mr. Ass Quack of the Day down there on the ground. You were born into a family of prominence and just never wanting for anything. And that got to you to the point where I can throw a punch at this guy while I'm in preseason. No, now you're probably going up in Las Vegas just because. But you got to remember something. You're not Bill Romanowski. Not yet. Not saying you're not going to be. Bill Romanowski knocked out a linebacker on the Raiders practice squad with one punch with that guy's helmet on and got fined $25,000. You could have done that if you'd have shown your skill first. Always show your skills first. So if you guys are with me and smoking right now, go ahead and fire one up with me. I'm going to throw this one through. And here, as I exhale out, I'm going to drop this clown mask because the clown of the day are the fans of those. I don't fucking get flack if I do or not. If you are a fan of any of the Sanders, because I was a fan of Dion growing up, he was a badass motherfucker and he always will be. But he also had the skills to back up his shit talk. Until you guys are, man, I can't feel for you unless you play for the Raiders. So here, if you got one, I'm going to throw down some Candy Crush real quick. But by the end of the night, I've decided to do this. Every night I do the ass quack of the night. It's getting the gas mask. So before the 30 to 45 minutes shows up, what I'm going to do, because I am going to jump back over to the Stoner Jesus show. Any of you guys watching right now on YouTube, Stoner Jesus is doing a roast of Sith Kitten, one of co-host of two different shows that I've had on. I believe it's strictly on Twitter because I've looked on YouTube and cannot find it. So if you're out there anywhere and you do have a Twitter, I was on there for about 15 minutes earlier. It's a good panel of people cutting up, in which, of course, a lot of them you guys have seen on shows with me. And Patrick's been in the chat over there as well. Oh, Kim, you got your bells on. I see it. Let's go. I'm ready to ding this one too. If I can keep this show clean enough, I'm going to try to take it over to TikTok. And if you guys are watching right now, please tap the screen, because the more you tap the screen, the more little hearts pop up that shows the likes on it. It'll actually push out to everyone else. And it really, really is very appreciative to me, because I am going to reach out to those sponsors that I have and the people who are behind the scenes, because I have people that just want to send me things. So they asked me to put specifics on my Amazon wish list. If there's things that you guys would like to reach out to me for and need help from me in any way, if I can do it, I'll do it. All of the stuff that I have should be up in my bio above. I know my wish list is, and my email's up there. Don't ever hesitate to reach out. Or if you do have me on another platform, I'll be able to see your messages there. I've just had to take a break because I couldn't even live in my own home. I couldn't walk outside. I mean, I've had a lot of very personal things going on, but everything else. Oh, this is his wife. Well, when you first started, Christina, you said this is Patrick. You didn't say this is Patrick's wife unless it dropped down the next one down. Okay, what's your question? I'm here for your question. And I believe all you guys can see the postings, right? Because I don't think I need to put them up on the page. I can if need be. Let's see. No, I can't. I don't know why. Because what I'm doing right now is I'm not running through StreamYard. Can I get CBD weed, as in purchase it here in Ohio, or receive it in the mail, or what is your question on that? Because I know that I've always considered that gas station weed, and it's not that it's a bad weed, because of course before you could ever get anything else, you had to go to the gas station and get it. Now that we have the dispensaries open the way they are, we can get those things anywhere. You can get the mixtures of it. I do have some certain strains of weed that have a little bit of CBD in them, like to ship to Canada. Should be able to. I know that cheddar cheddar runs through the CBD and the THCA. But see, that's the thing though, and what's shipping to Canada. I haven't shipped to Canada since I shipped the I think it was a shirt to Patrick. I don't know how shipping is when it comes to how long it would take you to get there. Because I know some of the companies, even Happy Vibes right now, when it comes to us as people, they're I guess quote unquote employees. We're not the people that live in Canada aren't able to receive some of the other stuff. Oh, Mike, buddy, you don't have to send me that bong back. I mean, if you want, I'll tell you what though, if you want to send it back, I'll re-give it away. I just now caught that message, man. I'm so sorry, but man, the Puffco Peak Pro, goodness, I've always wanted to try one of them. I've never owned any of them, but the things that Puffco's come out with lately are absolutely astonishing. That whole thought of drinking your smoke. I mean, come on now, come on now. Also, yeah, have Patrick, or you can if you use his Twitter page, send me a message through there after you're finished here tonight. If we're finished here tonight, if I can't hook you up with some people that'll send it, then I'll see what I can do to get you guys some up there. I'll talk to some of the people that I do know that can send you some. Now I see I do remember that about the Happy Vibes. For some reason, it was like right at the cutoff from when like the tariffs and things started, and they were having problems with shipping stuff in and out of the country until they figured everything out. That's why I just wasn't 100% sure if you guys would be able to receive you know products of that way without them going through certain things because you always have to mark it too. I will have to double check on what the laws are to see if it can be shipped into Canada because I'll have to mark on there what it is too. Because if not, it'll never make it across the border. And as I am talking about this, please, anyone out there that's right now watching or listening anywhere that you're at, listening to podcasts or watching your pretty stuff on your TV, everything that I say right now, every view and opinion is of my own. Okay, if you do or say the things that I say, that's your own problem. We're adults here. This is an adult channel. I even have it locked out for children. Hate to say it, only one of mine could possibly watch it. So if the other ones are watching it and you're getting offended by what I'm saying, you need to go to the person that's allowing you to watch this right now because they're the problem, not me. I'm doing this to help those in need and help those like me. Also, I'm going to unbutton my shirt. So too bad Patrick's at the other channel. As you guys know, I do have this here. This plate runs across my collarbone. I can move it. I'm looking down at the camera too. I have, there they are, 4 of these 6 screws have came up. So I have to get this plate removed. And it's going to take 6 to 8 weeks to recover there with the holes sealing themselves back off. I'm going to have to be in he said a sling. He's like, I can't put that on your arm. So we're going to do you like this. So it's one of the slings that they wrap around your body. So you're immobilized like this. Take it out like 2 or 3 times a day to work it out to make sure everything else is still moving properly. But when I go to, it's going to be difficult because at the same time, they're going to go in and replace the first disc in my, the very last one in my lumbar. They're going to remove the L1 and L2. They're going to fuse that vertebrae in with the rest of them. And my plan is this when they remove some of the hardware out of my back and they remove this hardware, I'm going to put it with this. Oops. If you guys can see what's in there, it's the original hardware that they've already removed because of the stuff that's, hang on, there, that's broken. I'm going to send it to the great people at Bonk, which is BONGK .me. And if you guys don't know what you can find there, you can find the Bong Master Blaster. I'm going to grab him in just a second to bring him over here too. But where those guys are so talented with TIG welding, I'm going to see if they will make me a little bong master of some sort. Nothing to smoke out of. Just make me like a stick figure because there's a lot of rods in here and the rods that are going to come out of my back. Will I be shorter? Maybe. You know what though? I don't know. It may make me stand more erect because the first time they did it, it did help. It kind of pushed in my lower back a little bit more with this being more toward the center. Hopefully it doesn't make me shorter. Why? Something wrong with short men? They're bald and smoke weed? If there is, then I guess I'm the problem. Okay. Now, anybody that's right now that you're watching professional football, if you watch professional American football, because I know it's called soccer in other places, who's your team? And do you think they'll go as far as what you really hope they will? Because I'm willing right now, if I had actually no, tonight I'm going to go and I'm going to bet on the Raiders to go to the Super Bowl and win the Super Bowl this year. That is where I'm taking the Raiders all the way. It sounds stupid, but their newest acquirement from Cleveland over a pick. Discussing with a close friend of mine last night, I had no idea that this kid was who he was until I read up on him even more. I hate to say it, but I hope he starts over Geno Smith. As Kenny Pickett, he was back up to Jalen Hurts last year. He went to Cleveland. Why Cleveland cut him is beyond me. Because didn't the other Sanders get injured? Why did you laugh and then throw your hands up and then say you feel like it can happen? I mean, it could. What do we have? Is it? Oh shit! I don't want to mispronounce his last name. Is it Jaunty? Shit. Oh, I feel stupid now because I don't want to mispronounce his name, so I'm going to look it up to make sure I don't pronounce it wrong. Genty, or is it Genty or Genty? That motherfucker right there. Give him the ball. He looks like a mix between Bo Jackson and Marcus Allen. Is well, they've got an A in it on the. Okay, so it's pronounced Genty without the A. Okay, but as the depth chart goes right now for the Raiders, and this is if you watch football, tell me this is not the team that's going to run it through. Starters are Geno Smith, Ashton Genty, Jacoby Myers, Amari Cooper, Trey Tucker, Brock Bowers, Colton Miller, Dylan Farmer, Jordan Meredith, Jackson Bowers Johnson, and DJ Glaze. Gen T. Okay, thank you so much, Kim. I appreciate that. That is a hell of a fucking starting lineup. But it does say that uh, O'Connell went on IR. That's why they picked him up. The injury must have been worse than what they thought it was going to, so he's not going to be there for him. So they've got Kenny Pickett as the second. I didn't think they were going to go for Amari Cooper, but they did. They ended up getting him. But the defensive alone should be better than last year. They've had a big building year. I don't know. Hopefully, I get to go to a Raiders game this year, and if I do, I'll make sure that I share my thoughts and share the things I've learned. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and smoke out of this gas mask one last time. Smoke out of it one more time for tonight. Then I'm going to go. I was going to cut a short 30-minute. Just here, we're going to do this for this season. I'm going to come back in 2 days. You know what day that is? That's Saturday. I'm going to do it again. It's Saturday at 7:30. This time, I'm going to try to possibly do try stream. Maybe not, but if I do, is Patrick doing fantasy football this year? I actually won fantasy football my first year trying fantasy football last year. I was a part of Chiba Pets, and theirs paid out really good. Not only did I get the $200 that they paid, then they also gave me a grow light, gave me another Chiba Pet, new planter, all that. It was really nice. So once again, if you guys have anything, I'm going to pack this full of some of this Candy Crush though, because this Candy Crush really makes me feel like a man. Anyhow, I'll shut my mouth now. All right, so if you got one with me, go ahead and pop one in. We'll run through this gas mask and see if I can't make myself pass out. Then I'll go back over and hang with those fellas for a few. Then I'm going to get a lot more stuff together and get some more show dynamics done. Also, new merchandise line is coming out. Stickers are being in the works right now. I will release the new label to all the websites later. There's going to be two different ones. There's going to be one of me, of course, smoking, and one of me non-smoking, because it's the way things are anymore. You got to pick your poison. So either if you do them both or do them none. We're going to have it available on, hopefully on shirts, coffee mugs, you name it. We're going. You're packed, Christina? Ready to go. I'm going to drop this down, see how far we can go with it. Actually, I better put it together first before I slip and poke myself in the fucking eye. Because that hurts. I've done that once. Are you ready, Kim? All right. Oh, man. Oh, I really wish I could describe the way the inside of this mask smells. If heaven had a scent, or even unicorn farts for that matter, it's got to be something that's just, oh, goodness gracious. All right. Let's go. Hang on a second. Oh, shit. If you're just joining, the reason why I'm doing this was a shout out to the ass quack of the day, the youngest little Sanders from down in Tampa. You got kicked off the team, dude, for punching somebody in preseason. Use your noodle. Whoo-wee. Now we'll gun it from here because this one here is going to hurt the rest. That was stupid. Thank you again, everybody, for joining me for the first annual, repeatedly every other day little. I'm high, so you can't make fun of me or yell at me about what I'm saying before I go. But this has been the inaugural episode of Release the Quacken. Thank you, Christine. And don't forget to have either you or yourself or Patrick send me a message, and then I'll double check to make sure with some of the companies, see if I can't get you guys something up there. I do know some companies in Canada, actually, that you should be able to get some stuff sent to you from. I will do everything I can to do that for you. I promise. Well, once again, if you'd like to reach out and give me a hand with anything that I have upcoming, I do have the link upstairs, right above me, somewhere right here, for my Amazon wish list. My Cash App's out there. It's actually the same thing that is on here. It's Bongmaster Rob 420 if you feel that much. But don't feel obligated. I really appreciate all of those that have reached out, all the things that have been given to me. Some of these masks I've got just came recently from somebody who reached out to me. Thank you again, Mark, for that. Double check with your messages, man. I sent you another one again, thanking you there. Anybody else that needs anything from me, you know where to find me at. Once again, everyone, much love from me. Don't forget to always release the quacking. Bye, everybody.